Yeah, you're intuitively eating and you're back at Tim Hortons. Intuitive eating my ass. Yeah, you are intuitively eating yourself into a grave. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melina. I am an ex-fat who likes to react to fat talk, fat acceptance, health at every size, all that nonsense. I posted a poll on my YouTube post community page, I think that's what it's called, asking if you would rather see me react to Zoe, or is it Zoe Potter, or Alexandria Rodriguez. As of right now, Alexandria is winning. However, in the comments, Zoe, I'm just gonna call her Zoe, is winning. So I'm gonna do both. But for the very first one, I will be reacting to Zoe. I've only reacted to one of her videos, and that was on my last reaction, which is the TikTok reactions, and I believe she was the one in the brown shorts. She's a fat woman who likes to intuitively eat, and that's basically all that I know about her. People are saying that she's somewhat problematic, so I don't know. I can check out her YouTube and her TikTok. Right now I'm going to just be doing her YouTube. So she seems to be a lifestyle vlogger, try on hauls, anti-diet, realistic what I eat in a day vlog as a fat person not on a diet. Day in my life, I'm just gonna jump into one. Realistic what I eat in a day as a fat person not on a diet. This one is from 3 years ago, but it's her most popular one, so we're gonna watch this one first.
Good soup. Add sugar to my tea because it's bitter. Like me when I don't eat or sleep.
I'm just gonna say right now, I am very against people posting their children on the internet. There are some very horrific things that people do with children images online. I'm not going to get into it because one, it's disgusting, and two, it pisses me off. Don't put your child on the internet, please.
I'm gonna blame anyone but myself. I should have did dishes last night. Hello friends, welcome to What I Eat in a Day. So let's make some cereal.
I'm speeding her up to 1.25. I eat kiwi with the skin on. I'll chop off the little butt part and then I just eat it like an apple. I understand if she's putting it inside of her cereal, I understand why she would take the skin off, but the skin has a lot of nutrients in it and it does not taste as weird as you would think. The texture kind of reminds me of like a ball sack. I've never touched a ball sack that looks like that, but that's just what it reminds me of. But yeah, I ate him with the skin on. So it looks like she's eating Cheerios and strawberries and kiwi with, I don't know, what kind of milk is that? So she didn't say what kind of milk it is. Not that it necessarily matters, but some milks like oat milk, it's not even a milk. It's like a starch water, but it has a ton of sugar in it. A lot of times there's added sugar and then added like preservatives and like gums and stuff, which are not inherently bad. I'm not saying that they are, but just normal cow's milk is fine. Or if you're vegan or vegetarian, almond milk. It's very easy to make almond milk. I used to make it myself. But this for a breakfast, I say this every single time and I will always say it. You need to add more protein to it, especially for breakfast, because when you're eating cereal or fruit and that's it, one, it's not going to fill you up, and two, it's going to cause an insulin spike. So it's going to go like this, whoop, and then it's going to drop down, and then you're going to crash, and then you're going to crave more, whoop, and then you're going to crave more, and then you're going to keep eating carbs, and it's just going to go like this. Not an emotional roller coaster, like I said last time. A sugar insulin roller coaster. The meal itself it's not bad, but again, like I said, if I was eating this, I would have a couple eggs, and maybe a side of lox, or just a piece of meat, like some chicken or something. I ate chicken breast for breakfast the other day. I posted it on my community page. Okay. Yeah, so, well, this plate was my boyfriend's. I ate the same thing except that I had shrimp, but this is my breakfast, and I had to use, I know people hate the cutting boards. I don't mind them. I think they look cool. It's fine, but literally all of our plates were in the dishwasher. So I had to use a cutting board. But yeah, that food on the bottom there, bottom left, that's just chicken breast. That's what I would do. This is a bagel, 2 eggs, microgreens, cream cheese, avocado, chicken breast, tomatoes, banana, and honey. So as you can see, there is fruit there. There are carbs. I'm not saying carbs are bad, but also I'm an extremely active person, so I actually need carbs. But yeah, it's balanced off with protein. That's what I would personally do with the cereal.
Theo's been really clingy this morning. I don't know if he's not feeling well or if he's teething, but this is...
I genuinely do not care about the kid talk. I'm so sorry. Talk, not talk, like TikTok. Kid talk. I'm not a mother. I'm child free. I like kids. I think like kids are fine. Like I don't hate children. I have no interest in her child. I don't even know who she is. Fast food.
I'm all done getting my lashes done. I was this close to falling asleep, but I didn't.
I've gotten compliments on my eyelashes, and I would like everyone to know that they are fake, obviously, but they are not. I'm gonna zoom in. Oh my god, I'm not wearing any makeup besides my eyebrows and my eyelashes, but I use strip eyelashes because a few reasons. One, eyelash extensions are extremely expensive and I'd rather spend my money elsewhere. And two, apparently you can't rub your eyes, which I don't rub them that often, but when I'm in the shower, I like rinse it, like washing my whole face and just like rub my eyes. And then also you can't sleep on them, which I do sleep on my back, but sometimes I'll wake up on my stomach or on my side. And if I accidentally fall asleep in these, they're always smushed. So they wouldn't work for me. I think they're cute, they're dope, just not for me. What is she drinking?
Oh. Ew. I didn't put sugar in this. Ugh.
That is one thing if you are a food/sugar addict, which I was a sugar addict. I had a coming to Jesus moment where I ate an entire Tony's chocolate, like the big bars, for breakfast. I literally sat down with myself and said, this needs to stop. This is absolutely unacceptable. But when you are in the throes of sugar addiction, any drink that doesn't have any sugar, so just plain coffee or I don't know what else, like teas or even cereal that have no added sugar, which is pretty hard to find, but it does exist. If you eat that in the midst of your sugar addiction, you're like, oh, this is so gross. But what's funny is when you stop eating it and you start eating normal whole foods, after a while, I don't know if your taste buds necessarily change, but your want and need for whole foods that are not sugary completely changes. So if I was to eat, people either love these or hate them, but the sugar cookies from grocery stores, your girl loved them. If I was to try to eat one now, nope. Absolutely not. I couldn't do it.
Got a turkey bacon club to have for lunch. Delicious. I'm gonna charge my battery when I get home and add sugar to my tea because it's bitter.
I'm gonna look up, what is it? Turkey Bacon Club, Tim Hortons. Okay, that contains 640 calories. How much protein's in there? How much protein's in there? 42 grams. Oh, I'm not mad at that, but you gotta look at the entire nutrition label. Look at the sodium. That is insane. What you can do is simply make your own, or whatever bread that you like, and I'm assuming it's just turkey and bacon, so you can find some high quality lunch meat. I don't eat lunch meat or processed meat hardly ever. The only time I really do is if I get like a slice of pizza. Sometimes I'll get pepperoni on it, but other than that, I stay away from that. It kind of scares me, honestly. One, because of colon cancer, and two, it's processed meats are directly linked to cancer. So I try to stay away. I don't really eat sandwiches, and when we do, we'll use chicken breasts from like a rotisserie. And you can also get healthier rotisseries, by the way, because a lot of them, like the Costco ones, I'm not talking them, not at all. If you're getting them, that's totally fine. You can meal prep with them, totally fine. They're just not the best quality. So we'll typically go to Whole Foods, or Safeway actually has they have two different ones. They have like the signature one, which is like the basic one, and then they have the one where it's like pasture raised. Yes, it's more expensive. No, it's not necessary, but it is healthier and it has a lot less sodium. If I was to go, like, let's say I was eating that, what I would do, like if I was forced to eat it, oh darn, I would take off one of the breads. Like I would take off the top one and just eat it like an open face sandwich. That's what I do now. I don't eat hardly ever full sandwiches.
You put away?
What is that? A Diet Coke.
So I was able to do that.
She's a big girl.
Add a little bit of mayonnaise. We're done.
It's literally all carbs. Every single meal is just carb, 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 carb. If you are not an insanely active person, you do not need carbs like this. What does she even put in that? The thought of that makes me want to throw up. Ooh. It's like a single slice of turkey. Oh. And a lot of you are very happy that I mentioned chewing noises are not allowed. They are not allowed on my channel. Absolutely not. No. If a chewing noise ever slips through, I apologize, because I cannot stand it. No. I'm watching it for you guys, but it will be cut out.
They're jumping like crazy. See, family, I also got a couple of these the peppermint cookies that are so good. We kind of went back to having
some more carbs and sugar. Well, sugar is a carb, but you know what I mean.
a little bubble, which is what we had last year. And just like extended family, like. There's my tacos, super messy. There's my.
I think the craziest thing about what I eat in a day as a fat person is the food hardly, if ever, looks good. And I'm sorry if this looks good to you. We all have different tastes, but those tacos.
There's my.
We paid for that.
My tacos, super messy. There's my, I don't know what they're called, everything fries. And then I also got some nacho chips, but I didn't get those last time. I didn't know they came with them. So I'm probably gonna save those for tomorrow and probably some of my fries for tomorrow and have it as like lunch. I kept saying, I don't remember Andrew doing that.
I guess that's it for this one. I would not feel good eating this diet. I would not feel good. None of that was really appetite. The only thing I kind of liked was the Cheerios and the fruit, but overall, no. Let's watch a different one. This one is also from 3 years ago, but it's one of her more popular ones.
I need the steam. I feel like I haven't slept in 10 years.
Spooning sugar into tea like that is crazy to me. It might be like monk fruit, you never know, but oh my god. When I was younger, I was in daycare because one, my parents had me extremely young. They were very, very young. They're still together, crazy, but I had to go to daycare because they were constantly working, and I had, one of the daycare workers was a super morbidly obese woman. Like, I'm trying to remember, maybe 400 to 500 pounds. She was humongous. I don't know how she was able to take care of kids, because that seems kind of dangerous. Anyway, I walked into the kitchen one day, and I'm not exaggerating, she was eating spoonfuls of sugar. Eating it. This is a core memory for me, and I was just so confused. I don't know. I still, to this day, I don't know. I don't know why she was doing that. Was this sugar addiction that, like, that strong? I don't know. I assume she's not alive anymore.
And I don't want to make anything. So I think I'm just going to have a little bit of fruit and a muffin. Yeah. So we have blueberry chocolate chip and banana chocolate chip. And
these types of pastries, they're gross. Like, they are gross. I don't understand. When I get a pastry, I'm going to get a pastry from like an actual bakery, not these pre-packaged, ultra processed, factory made, factory sealed, full of preservatives so they can sit on a shelf. Yuck.
I think I'm just gonna have blueberry. Keep it simple. We're gonna do a clementine and I think a kiwi. And don't mind, my kitchen looks chaotic right now. I have to clean it.
So she's eating a muffin and fruit for breakfast. Again, you need to eat protein for breakfast.
I didn't eat. I probably had my first like food of the day at like 1:30.
And that's a problem. This is a huge issue with people who overeat and don't know how to manage their food properly, and a huge issue that people have with binging and with overeating, because you're not eating all day, all morning. So of course you're going to be starving, or you start your day off with a muffin and fruit, all sugar. I need to make a gif of me doing this. It's all sugar, so you're doing this all day long. You're not eating until 1 or whatever she said. So now you're starving. You are freaking starving. So you are going to shovel anything that you can in your mouth. And another thing about this is when people eat like this and they realize that this is what their habit is, oftentimes, and if they're fat, they'll say, well, I only eat once a day. Like, I don't understand why I'm gaining weight. I only eat once a day. But that once a day where you're eating, you're shoveling in like 3,000 calories.
I was just so caught up in crying. I don't know, I was doing a bunch of stuff and I just lost track of time and I didn't prioritize food. And that's not good.
I'll give her credit for acknowledging that, because that really is not good. It's a vicious cycle going this way.
And I just didn't want food. I made myself food. Well.
Oh, so she didn't eat breakfast, and the first thing that she's eating now at 1 p.m. is kiwis or fruit and muffins. That's still not good. And she's saying she's not hungry.
I have a couple of like cookies. So one of my favorite things to do at Christmas time is to buy like assorted cookies from the store and put them in like a cute little Christmas tin and put them on the table. So
you can constantly pick at them and eat them throughout the day. And you'll probably say that they last you the whole week, but we all know. I know what you're doing. I know you're eating all of them in a day or two and then going back to the store and then replenishing them over and over again, because that's what I used to do. No, not everyone is me, but very fat people tend to have the similar habits and eating habits.
Favorite cookies. I'm going to take 2 cookies. I'm going to take a star, but then my favorite cookie of all time is the Girl Guides. What are they called? Girl Guides. I don't know if they're called Thin Mints, but they're like the chocolate cookie. So this is like my knockoff Girl Guide cookie that I get from Walmart. They're great value. I think they're called Fudge Peppermint. They are so good.
They are great value for your diabetes. I don't know if she's diabetic, but she definitely has to be pre-diabetic. And if she's not, she will be.
Oh my God. It's like heaven in my mouth. My kids are on their way.
It's an ultra processed cookie. Like, come on.
Oh.
From Walmart. Like, it's not even like Girl Scouts. They're off-brand cookies. Clips of her child, I will be doing my best to blur it out, because again, I don't think your children should be on their internet.
Yes. Anyway, so I haven't had a chance to make lunch yet, but it's on the counter getting ready to be made once I have a second. I'm just gonna put this in the microwave. I just put some cherry tomatoes and some shredded cheese. I'm gonna melt it. This is my lunch. Don't mind everything else.
You guys. Oh, this can be leveled up so well. It can be leveled up so well. The chips, fine, I guess. I mean, depending on the brand, like whatever. Did you know Fritos only have like 2 ingredients in them? Like 2 or 3 ingredients. Crazy. But you can make this so much better. Add beans. Add bell peppers. Like fry them up like a fajita. Add meat. Instead of sour cream, I don't know if she actually used sour cream, use Greek yogurt. If you want to eat foods like this fine, but find a way to level them up. Find a way to add protein. I will never shut up about protein. I never will. I never will. It's so important.
Yeah, how absolutely delicious does that look?
It doesn't. It doesn't. Let me find, Philip and I made nachos. This is a while ago. This is like when we first met. I'm gonna see if I can find the picture. Okay, yes, I found it. So these are our healthy nachos. We used Fritos. Like I said, they have like 2 ingredients. We use refried beans. We used onion, cilantro, avocado. This is like a 7-layer bean dip actually, or nacho or whatever. Olives, cheese, avocado, hot sauce, tomatoes. I'm pretty sure that's it, but this was like, I'm trying to think how many servings we got out of this. We got a lot of servings out of this. We were eating this for like 2 or 3 days straight. Not just that, but you know, that as like a little side. But you can make these foods and you can make them yummy and healthy.
Yeah.
Please get rid of your plastic cutting boards. Please, please, please. Just get wood or bamboo ones, because each time you're cutting, and you can kind of see it here, you're getting little plastic bits inside of your food, and you don't want that.
Look at that.
I'm not mad at this. I don't know what kind of meat that is, but I mean, it's not bad. It's probably the best thing that she's eaten.
So we have like schnitzel, salad, and roast potatoes. Now I'm gonna have some turkey pepperettes, play a little Animal Crossing, and then
enough with the processed meat. Stop. Just literally stop. They're so gross. Oh my god. Her face is exactly how I feel. I have such an issue with fat people intuitively eating. It's like asking an alcoholic to intuitively drink. It makes no sense, and it's dangerous. It makes no sense. It really doesn't. She says she's anti-diet, and yeah, I'm anti-diet too. I'm pro-lifestyle change. If she hasn't, this video is 3 years old. She's still the same weight, if not even bigger. So this intuitive eating is not doing her any service. Let me go back to a recent video.
chicken waiting friends. Look at.
Yeah, she's still big. Yeah, she's still big. So I don't. Yeah, look at her arm. Look at her arm. You intuitively eating when you're fat makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense to me. And this is speaking from someone who now I can intuitively eat. But when I was fat, absolutely not. When I was wanting to lose fat, absolutely not. Could not intuitively eat. Because intuitively eating when you are overweight or obese keeps you in the same spot, or you will gain weight. And the reason why it's so tough, if we were 100 years in the past, this wouldn't even be an issue. People can intuitively eat back then, because fast food, ultra processed foods, these things are literally manufactured and created in a way. They're created in these labs. They have food scientists who are paid millions and millions and millions of dollars, whose sole purpose is to get you addicted to food. Sole purpose. They have psychologists behind them, they have food scientists behind them, they have expert marketing behind them. You are going up against almost impossible odds. Almost impossible odds. So it's like, yes, you should want to get to a point where you can intuitively eat. The path to that is not putting on blinders and saying, well, I'm just going to eat whatever my body feels like, because your body is going to feel like eating the crap that she's eating, which is ultra processed foods, hardly any whole foods, barely any protein, needing tons of sugar in her coffee or tea in the morning, and still looking like this. I'm sorry, it just doesn't work. Look, she's still, yeah, you're intuitively eating and you're back at Tim Hortons. What is intuitive about this? Yes, actually it is intuitive, because your body, your overweight body, is telling you exactly what it wants, because this is what you are feeding it every single day or weekly or whatever. It's the same thing. It's literally, you can see it, look, it's all pastries and carbs and coffee and sugar. Egos and Peeps. Intuitive eating my ass. Yeah, you are intuitively eating yourself into a grave. I'm done here. I'm so done. I will react to more of her videos in the future. I won't react to that one right now, but she has quite a few, so I will. I'll dig more into the things that she put. Look, I'm done. If you guys are still here, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. If you haven't already, please subscribe. If you like this content, I will be making more of it, obviously. I think I have decided on a posting schedule. I'm still trying to get into the groove of everything and still figuring out just like technical stuff. If you want more of me, that sounds so narcissistic, please feel free to follow my Instagram. It's the same as my YouTube name, but I'll post a screenshot of it right here. I post constantly on there. I'm not really on TikTok. I don't really like TikTok that much, if I'm being honest. I just like getting content from there. But YouTube and Instagram, love it. I appreciate you guys' support so much. And until next time, goodbye.